time for that second chord, when that split second comes by, you're ready to land on that second chord. Okay? Changing chords at the proper time is very, very important. Next thing I want to talk about is an E minor 11th. Now you're probably going, what is an E minor 11th? Well, we'll learn what an E minor 11th is in a few sessions. But for right now, you need to know what this chord is and never to do it. When you're going through a chord progression, let's say I'm going from a G, let's say, to a C. So I'm going to play 4 Gs, then I'm going to do 4 Cs. Now, as you're just starting off in chords, you may be tempted to do this. Listen real carefully. You hear how right in between when I'm changing chords, I still have one strum left, and I think, well, I can't make it and change chords at the right time, so I just let that strum go as my fingers are off the fretboard over here, and you end up with an E minor 11th. So you are not to play an E minor 11th in between chords. Grab those chords as much as you can, hang on to it, and then change really, really quickly between the two, so that you don't have that extra superfluous E minor 11th in the middle of everything. Okay? So if I'm speeding up a chord progression, maybe I'm doing something like, which is a G, a C, a D7th, and a G. Well, you just want to make sure as you're changing chords that you're not throwing in that open strum as you're changing chords, which would sound something like this. Real common thing that guitar players do, just because we're human and we like to be sloppy sometimes. So try and avoid doing that. Change those chords at exactly the proper time, so that when the chord change and the song is going by, that you're playing at the right chord at the right time. Okay, let's talk about your assignment for this session. Your assignment for this session is, I want you to do all of the basic chord exercises in your book, which is basic chord exercises 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're also going to, there's basic chord songs in your book as well, and I'd like for you to do those. Play through them with the notes. Now that you've learned all your first position notes, remember notes a couple of sessions back? Now we've got chords with them. We're going to tie the two together. Okay, so play the notes through one time, play the chords through one time. Okay, next thing is the workshop. I'll see you there. Okay, welcome to the workshop time. Here we're going to get some good workouts on the chords that we've learned. Let's review the chords that we've covered so far. Now I'm not going to say them. We're not going to go through them in the order that we did before. I'm going to kind of group them into families. Okay? So the first two we're going to cover is the C and the C7th. Here's a C chord. And then for a C7th, all I have to do is put my pinky down. I want you to kind of start seeing how these all relate together. Let's play C. C7th. Next is the D family. Let's play D. And then D minor. Gotta have to switch your fingers around a little bit. D7th. Let's do those one more time. D. D minor. D7th. Now let's do the E family. Starts off with an E. E minor, take that first finger off. Put that first finger back on, take the third finger off for E7th. Let's do those again. E. E minor. E7th. Next let's do the G's, which would be G and G7. Start off with a G. G7th now. One more time. G. G7th. Now let's do the A family. A, remember, squeeze all those fingers in together. A minor. A7th, second and third finger. Let's do these all again. A.